Hey there everybody, Red Parasite here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. In the previous episodes, we have dispatched the Organization 13 replica data. It's 12 out of 13, and we're here to do the last one. So Vexen, oops,
Give me strength.
your time is up. So we have seen Vexen before in absent silhouette form. As with that fight, you have to get rid of his shield before you can actually damage him. But it does require a finisher in order to get rid of this time. Again, I would recommend staying out of the circle as much as possible. It's just gonna happen. Because if every time it goes up a level, he will spawn an anti-form Sora that you'll have to deal with. So Reflect is pretty great here. It will do damage against the shield, and it'll also do damage to Vexen. So it's good at killing two birds with one stone. Yeah, and I'm staying inside the circle, which is not great. Alright, I'm just gonna get out of here for a moment. Okay, anti-form still not down. Okay, I got both of them. Nice. Get out of the circle. It's almost at maximum. Once that happens, he'll periodically spawn anti-form Sora, and you just kind of have to deal with it. As the shield levels up, so will as the data goes up. Ooh, that was almost bad. Okay, am I gonna be able to get like some time to myself? Anti-form Sora does not seem keen on giving me that. There we go. Guess we're taking care of the anti-form just to get it out of the way. That's me. Yep, and he went right into his DM. Wonderful. Okay. This is honestly one of the more annoying ones to dodge, I would say. You have to try to dodge the icebergs that he throws at you. And eventually he's gonna do like a big freeze at the end. And I don't think we actually got hit by it. Alright, let's get away and get our magic back. So honestly, the biggest nuisance in this fight is the anti-form Sora. Once it gets going, you can see it just kind of destroys your health bar. Try to get back to Vexen. And of course, he's going for the end. Okay, see, the problem is I don't have time to go for ethers right now. It's just not enough time. Yep, still got hit by it. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah. I hate it when I target the one that I don't want to.
Back off. It's over. This is it. It's over.
And that's the fight. This one, I wouldn't consider it too difficult for the most part. I think the trickiest thing to navigate is just dealing with the anti-form Sora when that pops up. Once it gets high enough level, it starts doing a lot of damage. You just have to be prepared to deal with that. However, we have done it. We have completed all of the fights here. And for that, we unlock this final chest.
Okay.
We get ourselves a proof of non-existence. And for that, we get a crown. So we are now up to the silver crown. That'll show up in our items. And if I go to the journal, you'll see that we have now completed all of the treasures as well. That was the last treasure chest that we were missing here in Radiant Garden. And that's the data org. Bit disappointed that I ended up taking a death on Zigbar of all all of them. In practice, I actually did die once. And that was to Zaldin, though. Which I think is a little bit more understandable of a death. But we're not done yet. There's one more boss that we have not faced yet. And of course, I saved the best for last. It is time to take on Lingering Will, but you know, not quite yet. I need to do a little bit of preparation. One key thing that I'm going to be doing here is actually taking off guard break. And there's a good reason for this. I think I've mentioned this before in some boss fights, but there's an invisible value called revenge value that you contribute to by hitting the boss, with various attacks. And which attacks and how much revenge value you get for them depends on the boss. Finishers typically tend to do a lot. So what I'm trying to do here by taking off guard break is actually get off a specific sequence or like amount of revenge value to trigger the boss to retaliate. So it's basically the most efficient way to do damage in this fight. That aside, I think I'm actually going to take off Thundaga from my shortcuts and put on Firaga. There's a reason for that I hope we don't run into, but this will be out of my control, so if it happens, I'll just have to deal with it. Otherwise, Obviously reflects actually not quite as helpful in this fight as in a lot of the other super boss fights. Still would recommend having it on though. Yeah, obviously having cure and ethers available. All good stuff to keep in mind. I'm gonna go into Timeless River here for a moment just to do a soft save. And maintain all of the changes that I just made. But I don't know if there's anything else that I really have to say about the fight before I jump into it. So I guess we'll just go right in then. I don't have a good feeling about this. Let's check it out. Okay. Lingering Will. So, we'll typically do one of two patterns to start off the fight. But I got is the glider pattern, and honestly is the one that I probably encounter less often. So, for that, mostly I just try to guard at the right time when he's passing by. So, just kind of guard. Guard. I actually did it a little too early there. Alright, let's see what he's gonna do. Glider again. But Lingering Will has a lot of attacks. So it's very possible that we could go through the fight and not see any of them. But I will do my best. So he actually does something different in the glider pattern than he does in the other pattern that you can get, which is really interesting. Oh, he's doing that. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go through this one. That is the Ultima Shot Lock. And it does a huge chunk of damage if it lands on you, so you can guard to reflect it, in which case that'll give you an opening. But if you're not close enough to where you think reflecting it back at him will actually hit him, then I would just recommend doing like a quick run through it to just destroy it. Okay. Doing the glider pattern again. This is probably the slower of the two patterns just because this attack pattern takes longer than his other one. And there's something important coming up here. Once you get him down to about 5 health bars, you're going to auto-retaliate right about here. Alright. So I think I actually didn't get him close enough to do it, so I'm going to have to be careful. So this is the other pattern that he's switched over to. This is the Rising Sun pattern. It kind of looks like the... Second, I gotta get back on my feet here. But it looks like that one reaction command that the armored soldiers can do. Like those Heartless. So, for that one, the attacks always come in like sets of 3s. So he will either do 3, 6, or 9. So I usually guard the first 2 and then dodge roll towards where he's gonna land on the third one of the set, just in case that gives me the opportunity to get in and open it. Yeah, that whip attack is very dangerous. Stay away from it, you know, as much as possible. We're getting close to where he'll start to do his jam here. We'll probably activate it at the end of this combo. Actually did not. Okay, he's double whipping. Alright, this should definitely do it. So he's gonna do his DM right after he gets out of these little turrets here. His DM attack, I'm not gonna be able to explain it, like how to deal with it. Just kind of watch, because it all happens too fast. Ah, crap, I got hit. That's okay. Still got our hit in at the end, and that's what matters. Heal. So now he's going to be pretty unpredictable. He can do his DM basically at any time that he wants here. Yep, and he did it. He locked my attack, didn't he? Wait a minute. One second. Yeah, it's my attack. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to get ready. That's unfortunate. Okay. This got ugly. Oh my goodness. Oh, he is being relentless. Oh, I cannot see.
Fight! Give me strength! Back off! Give me strength! Take this! Fight! It's over!
I cannot believe I got out of that. Ugh. Alright, well now that I'm back on my feet finally, I can explain what happened there. So, he locked my attack menu, so I couldn't do normal attacks. I could only do magic, which, as you can imagine, makes it pretty hard to hit him. Luckily, limits do count as magic. You're kidding me. Okay, well this one's not quite as bad. There we go. Okay. So he can either lock your magic or your attack. So red is locking your normal attacks. Blue is locking your magic. So I got to show both of them off. Lucky me. The only way to get out of it is to do enough damage to him to break that bar. Ah, dang it. He will usually do the... Dang it, that's unfortunate. Okay. This attack, the bow and arrow attack. Oh, this is a really bad time. Okay, we're fine. This is fine. Yeah, but that one, if it hits you, it will lock your command menu. And I'm gonna have to wait. And in order to break out of it, you have to hit escape, so yeah, pause buffer on that. It's absolutely no shame in doing that. You can obviously dodge out of the way of it. I have successfully done that more than once. Okay. Let's see. I think he's actually done a lot of his attacks at this point, partially due to like some of my blunders, but at least this is like a good fight to demonstrate everything that he's capable of. Okay, just gotta be careful with this. Bow and arrow again. You can do this between 3 to 5 times. You will usually do it more times the later on you get in the fight. And that is first try lingering well. Oh boy. I'll be completely honest. I was not fully expecting to do that in the LP. I did it in practice, and I've done it multiple times. But towards the middle there, when my attack commands got locked, it was a very stressful situation. But I'm pretty content with that fight. I think I got him to do most of his attack patterns. If he didn't, I was actually going to probably attempt it again just so I could try to show this off, but I think we got a pretty good sampling. Of course, we get the proof of connection for beating Lingering Will. And that, of course, gets us our last crown. So now we have the gold crown. Look at how dapper we look. And of course, I'll go into the character links here. Once you defeat him, you will get the character link for him. And that's pretty much all the stuff that I wanted to do in the LP. So the things that I did not do are all of the missions. So that includes requirements on mini-games. So that's the majority of the stuff that I did do for that. Of course, you know, mini-games, there's some ones that we didn't retry. And then there's all the synthesis stuff, which is a bit grindy. So that was Lingering Will. LP's over, except not really. There's gonna be one more episode where I am going to just kind of wrap everything up, cover some of the things that I didn't cover, which I actually just went over in the journal menu right there. So the missions, the mini games, all the synthesis stuff. Well, not all the synthesis stuff, but I'll at least show some of it, as well as the gummy ship stuff. And that will actually be the final one. That's gonna do it for this episode. I'll just, you know, do some tricks on the skateboard to cap off. So thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. I've been Redix Parasite, signing out.